My name is Nelson, but I'm called Thomas in the game. I'm a former WWE Roblox player, wrestler, and I'm currently retired. Now, people want to know what has been going on in the past few days, if I'm ever gonna, come back. There's been a lot of questions throughout these days. If I would, what I would do next, what would I pursue to do next, and other stuff. Before I begin my speech, I just want to thank God for everything, for life, and for health and everything that's been going on throughout my life. All glory and praise belongs to Him. Um, I want to thank my students. I like Jay, Too Drippy, Jacob, even Amir as well. Thank you so much for for your efforts, guys. You guys are actually crushing it. Honestly, it's so good to even have you guys on my side. And it's also good for me to have you guys on to me for me. Sorry, for you to have me on your side. So honestly, I'm just grateful for you guys, and I hope that you guys, get better training from other instructors now, since I'm not going to be coming back to the game and being an active wrestler. So that means I really hope that things work out for you guys and everything. And for those that have not mentioned, no, not Roblox. Roblox, I'm gonna tell you why later in the video. But no Roblox. Those except Roblox, those that have not mentioned, you guys actually really appreciate you guys so much. Now, um, to my good friend Nacho and Sahir. Oh my goodness, I really appreciate you, Sahir. One of the most forgotten wrestlers in this industry. I will never forget you. I really appreciate for the effort that you've done. I'm a real one. Forget everybody. I'm real with you. You I appreciate you for the effort that you've put in. And natural as well. Some people might call him a snake. Some people might call him oh, he doesn't do much. Some people might say that, oh, he's just he's not a trustworthy person. But man, I've known a side of natural that you guys don't know. So you can talk. And I really appreciate everything that he's been doing. And I really sincerely appreciate him. I'm happy to even hear from him. Um, now I don't really talk to him now, but sadly, but he's will forever be in my memories. Natural. I'm gonna go ahead and thank my rivalries. Gold and Arch. Even the Light J was my rival before. Kareem. I know you guys are gonna be surprised, but I don't really care about your nonsense. It's not gonna be. I don't want to say Tamar. Tamar is not. He's a bad rival. Legends, cool. Silas. Who else again? Because I wanna mention as much people as possible. Halit. Oh my God, Halit. I really appreciate you for everything that you've been doing through the industry, and I really appreciate it. It's really, really heartwarming to have you as a fellow wrestler. You're one of the wrestlers that saw my early careers. You've been there through my hard times, through my tough times. I really appreciate that. Uh, yeah, I hope everything goes well with you. Now, to the speech that you guys have been waiting for. In my last 2 years of wrestling, because I've been wrestling for 2 years now, I have noticed that there's been a huge pattern. Throughout the years that I've wrestled, whether it will be with Cans, whether it be with Red Legacy, whether it's with the Nations, I'm going to get to that. There's been a lot of patterns going on. Now, there is currently people saying that, oh, You should not be using auto. You should not be using this. You should not be using exploits. And to be honest, I'm well aware that these people are also using auto. And I'm going to call some names out because this is getting out of hand. Oh my goodness. I was about to fall down. But I'm going to call out some names that, because it's getting out of hand. And the first one I'm going to call out is Brock. I'm not talking about Brock, the can. I'm talking about Nation Brock. This guy is a class in the PC. He's very good. He's actually one of the greatest in PC. But he uses auto. I remember one time, this was before he moved to the PC era. He was still in the phone. I was beating him over and over and over again until one fateful day he decided to auto me. I've never auto on anybody. I've never subbed anybody. In fact, I've never subbed. I barely subbed anybody in my career. So I've not autoed on him. I only won by pinfall because pinfall is the one of the most cleanest. In fact, no, it's the cleanest win you could ever get in the game. So I use pinfall. So yeah, he autoed on me, and I was like, "What's wrong with him?" He's like, "I'm sorry, this thing, I want to keep my streak because he's stupid streak." That's another problem. Streaks. Wrestlers should be focused on how to be inspired, to be an inspiration, sorry, towards the younger generation. But guess what? There are a lot of people that are focused on how their career should look like, Koshi and everything, Wonderland, and it's just stupid. You have people who tend to leave now because their records is not good. It's starting to become bad. And because it's starting to become bad, they start to leave so that, their stats will not change. That is why they left. Look at Samir, for example, or look at Brock, for example, or look at Ogi's own account. Both, one of them, they left. They left for a streak that they have not worked for. This game had so much potential. But because they are foolish people, and because they are people that are selfish, and because they are people that do not really care about the reputation of the game, that is why the game it is the way it is today. There's been a lot of explicit things been happening in the game, and I'm worried. What is wrong? Kareem, one of the, you see, in his early career, he was a total headache. Right now, he's matured. And I like to see that from him, that he's maturing. But he also should be waking up to reality as well. Some people are not waking up to reality. That's why they're stuck on the past. Another person, let me say, Club. As much as, don't get me wrong, I appreciate Club. This guy, he's a good guy. He's good at wrestling. We've tagged before. We made our name Super Slayers that was established in 2023, and we won the tag titles against Ross and Tamar. But because Tamar, he says that Club Autos, that is why it never got won. Because I also agreed myself. I'm also guilty by this as well. I'm not saying that, it's, Tamar's fault. In fact, I blame myself for not backing up Club. Because I should have backed up Club that day. Because we should have been tag team champions. But we weren't. Anyway, what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, Auto. So, and streaks, yeah. One thing about a wrestler, they don't look at streaks. They don't look at how many wins you had. Look at Undertaker. Why is it? Oh no, look at John Cena afterward. Why do you think they call him the greatest of all time? I don't think it's because of his streaks, bro. I don't think it's because of the amount of wins he got. It's about the championship. He's been winning championship upon championship upon championship, and he's been taking care of the business. Being a loyal person, that's why it was a face. That's why everybody agreed. Well, except I know you're saying Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins can never, bro. Seth Rollins can never be the greatest of all time. He's up there, but he's not the greatest. He's up there. I'll admit it. He's up there, but it's not the greatest. But yeah, what do people look in a wrestler? They don't look you see, the problem is people in that game, they look at statistics. They don't look at skill. I can tell you for free that a wrestler who has 250 wins and 70 losses can be a wrestler who has 7K wins and 1K losses. I'm telling you, it's a reality, it's a fact. It can happen. There's no way it can happen. It can happen. It happens. In fact, it actually happens anyway. It actually happens. It genuinely happens. And it's sad that this is happening in our federation. It's completely sad. And you know what's more sad is that the people that are meant to be, standing with us. Alex, I will not forget you. You were trying to frame Roblox notes so badly. You came after me as well. You came after some of my students. You wanted to frame everybody. That's until you got exposed. You got exposed, and then after that, nobody believed you anymore. And then you start to use auto left and right like a lunatic. So that's why I removed it. Before I put Alex in the podium in the Hall of Greatness, I removed him. He doesn't deserve to be there at all. I don't care how many one matches you've won. A wrestler is not about how many matches you've won. And what a wrestler is about your skill in the game. That's what they're looking for. Your skill in the game. It's not about how many matches you've won or all these things. No, it's about how much skill, how much determination you have. But people don't have determination. That's the problem. People don't have determination. Because people don't have determination, that is why the game is the way it is today. And I'm going to go for Tamar as well. Tamar. You are supposed to be a leader to thousands and thousands of people. You see, what ruined your leadership was not your, my bad, was not because of your ring IQ. Was not because, people just hated you. No. What ruined your leadership was attentive to what they were saying and understanding that, okay, this game takes a lot. There needs to be fixing. No. What did you do? You complained. You said they're hackers, they're experts, they're experts. What have you done? What have you actually done? And then you are there saying that all cans have gotten your account in 2024 and all this nonsense. You got that account back, right? So now that you've got that account back, I'm sure that that person that got that account back, you are able to hack through Samir's and Brock's system and get that account deleted. But you can't. Why? Because it was not actually a hack. How is it a hack? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. You're saying your screen was black. A hack. That's not a hack. That is a faulty system. Or maybe your battery was too low and it gave up on you. I'm telling you, Tamara, as much as I commend you, because you know what? You are actually one of the greatest of all time. In fact, if not for the way you was behaving, and if not for the manner of behavior that you projected this year, maybe I would have put you in top 3 today in the early update of the Hall of Greatness. But yeah, you say, oh, you don't care. Yeah, I don't really care either. I don't really care either. I don't really care either. It just shows that you just care. And you know the funny thing is, this guy had a career versus career match with Arch. And guess what he did? He came out. Oh, bring your boy. Bring your boy Arch. Bring your boy Arch. Are you stupid? Are you mad? Like think before you speak. You need to think before you speak in Tamar. You don't think before you speak before you think. And that's why the game is the way it is today because you don't listen. You don't listen. You want people to listen to you, but you're not listening to the people. How do you expect them to listen to you? And when you're listening to them, you're trying to justify your case. That is why the game is the way it is today. You need to stop. I don't care if he's back, bro. I don't really care if he's back. He's not, for me, he's not back. He's still retired. He's a retired fold. He's a retired wrestler. There's nothing to show for him. He's useless. Just get him out. Because there's no use for him. There's no use for him. He's useless. Get him out. Get him out of there. He's useless. Useless boy. He's very useless. Legends. Legends a very great friend, but he's very unique in his ways. You know that guy. If you know him very well. Because I mean I kind of know him pretty well. But if you know him very well, then you know what I'm saying. He's a very respectful guy. I actually commend him and everything. And he's actually one of the greatest wrestlers. That's why I put him in the podium. But Tamar, he's never gonna be there. I don't care. He's never gonna be there. Samir brought torch. Okay. These four people that I mentioned right now are the cause of the downfall of this game. These four people. Why? Look at the leaderboard in 2020. I don't know. Look at it in Mac's video. I think in Mac's video should be still there. Compare it to today. You'll see how corrupt the leaderboard is. It's because people are power hungry to be in the leaderboard. And now Karim is there saying, is coming to me saying, "Oh, I'm in the leaderboard. I'm in the leaderboard. Oh yeah, I'm in the leaderboard." Me, to be honest, before I used to. That's how I felt before. I felt like I wanted to be in the leaderboard when I was new. But as soon as I realized that the leaderboard was getting corrupted now, and most of the players there are corrupt, I was like, no, bro, I'm not gonna be among the corrupt players. I don't like that because most of their wins are not legit. They're not legit wins, and because they're not legit wins, that's why they are bad. A Amir is a new gen. I think he came before me. Yeah, Amir can literally handle Samir that has 7K wins and Brock that has 6K wins. He can handle them. He doesn't need Delta. He can handle them. He can handle them. You know, it's upsetting. And to Kai, you have never beaten me. You have never beaten me in your life. Let's be honest. Stop with that. Oh, I've beaten you. You've never beaten me in my life. You've never beaten me. You have not beaten me. I'll beat you though. And it's 1-0. Till this day, it's 1-0. I've beaten you. ZKK as well. You cannot chat. I have beaten you. I've tried to be, calm as much as possible, but because you guys want, you want Pepe, that's what I'm giving you guys. Because you guys don't have sense. Don't have sense. I've beaten you, ZKK, and I've beaten you, Kai. You're trash. And you're talking, saying that, oh, everybody's trash. I've beaten everybody. Like, bro, you're not. Some people, it's just like they think they're so important, but once they leave the game, they're forgotten. That's the thing. They're forgotten. Their time passed. Man, it's funny how people they just think that they are how would I say it? They are good, but they are not that good. If they were that good, then they would know. But then they don't know because you know what? They're not good. They're trash. Trash. You know those bin. That's the real definition of who they are. That's the real definition of who they are. Hmm. It's upsetting. And also, I have a message to Gold personally. Gold, you have now officially retired me again. Last time I had to sacrifice Shahir's career to come back to the Federation, which he is not currently with us today. And now you have retired me again. I'm not coming back. It doesn't matter. I'm not coming. There's no, I never wanted to come back in the first place. It is Roblox that brought me back. Roblox brought me back. He said he was in trouble, and I said, okay, no worries. I'm gonna come back. Even Roblox, yeah, I'm gonna get there now. Roblox Lord, this is one of my students, or will I say student, because this guy, I have to commend before I start, saying all this. I have to give him his credit. He's loyal. He's a loyal person. He's a loyal wrestler. Roblox told. He's very loyal, and I keep teaching him, and now he's getting better than me, and I'm happy. I'm happy about it. I'm actually happy that he's actually getting better than me. That's my aim, for my students to be better than me, so that when I leave the game, they can take over. But guess what? Some people know it's not that. I want to be the best in the game. Like, bro, come on. Stop being selfish. Let other people also get in some investment from your skills. No, it's my skill. It's my skill. And that's the problem. That's the problem. The finisher. Bro, in 2023 or 2024, around there in that range, Tamar was literally whining because somebody was using his finisher. Does that finisher say your name there? Do we see a name saying legacy cutter? Does it say that? Does it say legacy cutter? You used it the first time. It doesn't matter. You used it the first time. It does not matter. The developer put it as rolling cutter, and it's going to be a rolling cutter, whether you like it or not. Call it legacy cutter, call it whatever. It's still going to be rolling cutter. So don't claim it as your own. That's why I'm not offended when somebody uses that finisher, the rolling cutter. I'm not offended. I'm not saying, oh, you're using my finisher. Shut up. Get a life, my friend. Come on, get a life. I'm telling you. The reason, and this guy, he literally took the game down. Almost took the game down forever. Because the game was underrated. So he almost took the game down forever. Thankfully, by some miraculous way, he came back. And now he wants to come back. And I was confronting him. I was like, bro, why you back? You can't be back to this game. The same game that you reported. You said you're supposed to be moved on to another game or to another federation or something. You don't want to move on. You still want to be stuck in your past. That is why I'm better than you in terms of, if I start saying that, oh, I'm better than this guy, I'm better than this guy. This guy's not better. He came back, time to delete the game. And after the game came back, he came back. Does that make sense? And he said that we should move on. Saying that, oh, that we spend time in the game too much or something. He spends time on it. He compares himself to Karim. Like, are you Karim? Do you know who Karim is? Have you not seen the way Karim's career has been? Are you comparing yourself to that guy? I hope not. Because if you're comparing yourself to Karim, then that means you're no better than Ash, you're no better than Gold, you're no better than Legends, you're not even better than anybody. If you are comparing yourself to Karim, you're not. That means you're nothing. That means you're not. That's why I put you in the back of the Hall of Greatness. You're nothing. You don't mean anything to anybody because you only think about, oh, what benefits the yourself, like, bro, benefits the game. But I mean, you think of what benefits the game, but at the same time, are you taking action? You're not taking action. You're saying that, oh, all I do is face cards and just do the things. The best possible way is to whooping them. I'm like, bro, it's upsetting. Well, that's the video. I think oh yeah, I'm gonna touch on Roblox Lord. Roblox Lord, you need to you there's something that you need to do. You need to change this attitude, bro. The way you're acting right now is stupid. You keep dragging me and dragging me and dragging me. I blocked him. I've since I blocked him that day, I've not unblocked him because he's stupid and he cannot think rationally. Do you hear? So that is why you need to understand that for you to be able to how would I say this? For you to be able to be a mentally how would I say a great wrestler, you need to think properly. Think properly. Because if you don't think if you don't think properly, you would fail. You would fail at what you do. You would fail at what you do. And you don't want that to happen. You literally don't want that to happen. You will fail at what you do if you do not be a good wrestler. That is the problem that you are having, Roblox. You need to change. You need to change, bro. You need to change. I don't know who else is in my mind now. But yeah, that's it for now. I believe. No, Alex. Alex is the worst ref. I think I've said that as well. I talk about Alex now. Ultra should never be. I'll remove a lot of people from that podium, and I don't care if you like upgrade it, downgrade it. I don't really care. I don't care. I do not care because you guys now are now calling me bad. You're calling me a bad person. Therefore, you see, let me even talk about gold for a second. Yeah. Let me talk about gold. Gold. You have never been. You don't know how to manage a company. You don't know how to manage a company. You're a good wrestler. I commend you that. But you don't know how to manage a company. You don't. You're a terrible manager. You want it to go your ways every single time. I stripped that title because I wanted to save the division. You are saying that I should organize a tournament for the number one contender. That is if you've been defending it and there's no competition around. But you guys have been having it. There was no competition for like months. Too long. And because there was no competition, the tag division died. Now that the tag division is getting restored, I'm trying to now, vacate the title so that when they become the next champions, I even give you an offer that after somebody becomes the champions, you face them first. You said, nah, no, nah. Like, bro, gold. You're not like a businessman. You don't think rationally as well. You don't think rationally. You need to think rationally. You need to think rationally as soon as possible. So understand that. Understand that as what's the video? What's the main part of this video? Not the the video is just to make sure you guys are the best wrestlers. Because I'm not gonna be there anymore. I'm not gonna be there saying that this guy out told. I'm not gonna be there anymore to save anybody. They have to be defend themselves now and use and stay together. And that's the problem we have today. We don't like staying together. We have different factions because we don't like this person and we don't like that person because we don't like the other person. Like, bro, like it's sad. It's honestly sad. So now I'm gonna leave it with this. I'm gonna leave it with this. If you're truly the greatest wrestler, or let me say the greatest modern wrestler, even Tez, I'm gonna remove him. I think I need to remove him. I'll replace him with Arch. Throw Tez in the bin. Tez is nothing. My student faced test, Roblox face test, and he got defeated. And he was talking big. He was still talking big. I don't care if the update was there. I don't care. I could care less. I could care less. I'm removing the test. Let him go his way. Removing him. You cannot have an attitude. You don't deserve to be in the podium at all. I don't care. I don't care. So to wrap it up, all I'm gonna say is be a good wrestler. Wrestle good. Don't leave because you're under pressure because you lose. That's part of a wrestler. You lose. But what do you do with that loss? You get back up. You study it. That's what I've been doing through my whole career. Ask Arch, ask Gold, even ask Gold self, ask Gold, ask Roblox, ask all my students, ask the Harlot, ask the people there that have been wrestling as long as me. Ask ZKK, they can. Ask ZKK. Don't ask Sami and all these people. They're stupid. Ask ZKK. Ask ZKK. Ask who else again? Ask Jay. Ask these people. And they will tell you that I've never left a single match. And if they say oh yeah, I've left the match, then they're lying. They're lying. I don't care. They're lying. They're lying because I've never left a match in my entire career. Never left a match. Never left to a streak. Never bought a private server because I wanted to, to get my stats up. Fake stats, by the way. So yeah, that's it for the video. I know I've recorded it for very long, but thank you very much. First, thank you very much for everything. I really appreciate it. Now that I'm not gonna be in the game, I'm still gonna be uploading videos in my shorts, and I'm probably gonna be uploading videos as well and talking about the Wrestling Federation if you guys want me to. But if you guys don't want me to talk about it, then just leave in the comment. I'll just not talk about it and I'll just move on and I'll just move into another games because me, I don't care. This game, I don't really care about this game. I don't care. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I really hope you guys have a blessed day and take care.